What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week one of you guys asked me to do an update about PDD Stock. So today I will have a review of its latest earnings report as well as some bulls and bears to the stock. So now let's jump right into it. So in the latest quarter, PDD has achieved the user growth of more than 30%. And in terms of revenue growth, comparing with the same quarter last year, it has grown more than 160%. So the number is very impressive, and we see that as an e-commerce platform who has only founded for around 4 to 5 years, PDD is still in the stage of highly growth. So the high growth rate would be the first bullish opinion. Because a lot of newly established companies, they haven't made a profit yet. So the high percentage of user growth rate and the revenue growth rate is definitely one of the reasons that PDD has such a high valuation right now, about $165 billion US, even though in this quarter, the company is making a net loss. You guys may wonder, there's already some tech giants in China, including Alibaba and JD.com. Why PDD can grow so fast during the past 4 to 5 years, become the second largest in terms of the GMV and the largest in terms of user base. I think that comes to the second bullish opinion, is that PDD have a very unique business model. Like Alibaba and JD, which is a traditional e-commerce platform, they have the B2C model where their website is search-based. If customers want to buy a handbag, they will search that directly and get the results and make the purchase. But in PDD's platform, the user experience is quite different. They call it a C2M model. They provide a more dynamic e-commerce system that users can be able to discover new things. Their strategy is to recommend the product that is relevant to the users, and sometimes the users may not know they like it before they see the recommendations. And one of the features on PDD's platform is that their delivery time may not be the fastest, like 1-day delivery, but their purchase price is cheapest. It's because after the platform collected all the orders from the end customers, they will send to the merchant, and the merchant will ship the product. Because PDD's platform accumulated a large number of orders, so that enable the merchant can give a discount so that users can get a cheaper price. So now we knowing the PDD's unique business model, we can better understand the third bullish opinion is value for money. So currently, the trend of uneven wealth distribution is continuing, especially after the pandemic. That means rich people is gonna get richer through their capital management. The less wealthy people is gonna get poor. And that's also the reason that PDD can have a booming year, because everyone is looking for a deal and they want to buy the same product at a cheaper price. However, there's also some bearish opinion. The first one is that PDD is currently focusing on the grocery business development. The reason is that the purchase of grocery has a higher frequency comparing with purchase of other category products. So that can bring more traffic to PDD's platform if they're offering grocery shopping. However, there's a grocery shopping war between the different e-commerce platforms, including Alibaba, JD.com, and even Meituan. I think PDD has burned a lot of money and doesn't have an advantage in this community grocery shopping category. The reason is because unlike JD and Meituan, they have their own distribution system and their own delivery employees, and their network is quite broadened in terms of tier 1 and tier 2 city, but PDD doesn't have that at all. So they need to build the infrastructure from 0 to 1. So that's definitely takes a lot of time and resources, and the investor may not see the result in the short term, and that's why in the recent 2 quarters they have had a net loss instead of the net income, which I think is in the 3rd quarter last year. The second bearish opinion is that we know PDD has burned a lot of money in the recent 2 years. They have a big plan called 10 billion rewards to their customers. That means the reason is that now the customers can buy cheaper goods on Pinduoduo's platform is because the company spends so much money to reimburse their customers. So a lot of customers come to the platform as new users because they can get the cheaper products here. But in the future, if they stop burning money and doesn't provide such kind of rewards and reimbursement, some investors may worry about whether this growth is sustainable and whether these group of acquired users will go away. The third bearish opinion is that in the past 1 year or so, Pinduoduo has grown from around $30 to the current $130. Although the price has adjusted from the highest point, but the growth rate is already very impressive. And to me, I'm a believer that the stock will not growing up forever. It will be always up and down. Bulls and bears come together will be a healthy and steady growth. So in the short term, the stock may not be grow as robust as before. So to sum up, Pinduoduo has been a very high growth and high risk stock. It has grown so fast and it currently have more than 800 million users in China and become the largest e-commerce platform in terms of a user base. And for the company, they don't call it an e-commerce company, rather they call it a technology company. They want to use big data and their algorithm to connect the buyer and the seller to suggest better products to the buyers and at the same time help the sellers save their inventory turnover time. So both the buyer and the seller as their clients can benefit from their platform, and also because the platform is big enough, they can also profit from the huge volume. So in the long term, I do positive about this stock, but in the short term, I will just stay away and watch it a little bit. If it's dropped further, I think I may get in. But at the current period of time, since some of my other Chinese ADR stock has been hammered, and I know the market can be volatile, so I will stay away from it for a while. So I will just hold the stock. I have not add more positions and stay away and watch it for a while. So yeah, that's an update about the PDD stock. Hope you guys find it interesting or helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.